In terms of scans and labour and everything else, these situations whereby most hospitals signed up, others hadn't. You say by the end of this week there will be uniformity.
I'm saying by today, right?
By today.
So the HSE and I were looking at this very closely last week. There was another review done. The last time actually we were here, I was giving you the latest audit.
Why did it take so long? Because I know it's 2 months since this was meant to all end. It's a month ago since you expressed your absolute frustration, I think was, to quote you, that this was still happening. I mean, these kind of feudal lords and their fiefdoms not implementing policy.
Most of it was dealt with, right? And by the end of last week, there are 19 maternity units around the country. 16 of them were reporting as fully compliant. 3 of them said they weren't. And they gave an undertaking that by today, now the HSE will be checking, but that by today, the 4 criteria we discussed before would be in place. And just for your listeners, that's a minimum 30-minute visit a day during full labour. That includes from being induced right the way through, if being induced is part of it.
No waiting to the last minute.
None of that. The anomaly scan, and then NICU where that is required, the neonatal intensive care, right? Now, on top of that, this week we're looking at emergency, and I want to go further, and indeed the HSE wants to go further. So the next level is the antenatal appointments as well.
How long though are we going to keep hearing these stories? Because like I said, it's 2 months since we were told that restrictions should be lifted, and it's only today that you say there's going to be uniformity across the board. I mean, will I be speaking to you, it's now June, at some point in August, and you say, yeah, finally now, in emergency situations people are allowed in? As you said, an awful lot of women miscarry every day in this country. How many more Jims and Johns and everybody else are we going to have contacting the show for the next 8 weeks?
When we talked, I think 14 of the 19 were reporting as fully compliant. There were 5 that we mentioned. That came down to 3. And as of today, it should be none. And then the emergency.
But it took 8 weeks to get there. And I mean, if you're only looking at an emergency from today, is it going to be another 8 weeks? Are we going to have all of this again in a month's time? You expressing your frustration. I wish the hospitals would do what we're telling them. But again, Jim is left out in the car park. Is this going to go on for another 8 weeks?
The plan is that in the coming weeks, so we're only talking 3 or 4 weeks. The plan is in the coming weeks, the emergency visits, just like that heartbreaking situation, would be facilitated.